I'm Wes Shannon. I'm a cotton farmer here in Tift County, Georgia. This spring has been a very interesting time. Not that all springs don't seem to be interesting on the farm, but had some of that normal stuff, little showers here and showers there and dry periods and things like that. And it seems like if something could go wrong, this year something has always went wrong. Every tractor you went to, either it wouldn't crank, or either something was wrong with the sprayer, or something needed worked on before we could go work with it. We didn't get started planting cotton until the 14th of May. On the 13th of May, Friday the 13th, we got 4/10 of rain here in this field we're standing in. And the next day, shortly after lunch, we were putting cottonseed in the ground to try to chase that moisture as much as we could. Would have liked to have been started probably a little before that. And we are now almost a month, we're 4 weeks after that. This cotton's up and growing well, but we've still got some cotton yet to plant. It was planting out in the south part of the county on one day this week. It rained on the north side of the county. We finished at that field and took off to the other one just as fast as we could, just to chase that moisture. It's been that way for the last 3 or 4 weeks pretty bad. But I would like to be a little bit more timely and not so rushed. This morning I was out about daylight trying to finish planting the last patch of peanuts that I've got, and got a little hope of some rain coming in about midday, so I'm trying to get done with that. I'd like to get a little more timely on some sprays and some things like that. Just have a few minutes to maybe be a little proactive and not so much having to be reactive all the time. This particular field has sort of had to take care of itself since we planted it, because I've been so busy everywhere else. But weed-wise, we're looking pretty good right now. But we're about time to have to start getting some sprays on, and not long before some side dressing to go out. We've been able to get our inputs pretty well. Now, we've had some calls from some of our suppliers to say this might be running short, you might want to make sure you're covered, some things like that. Fuel-wise, we bought some fuel at $3 a gallon back early in the year. Thought that was high. A few days later, it's way past that. About a month ago, I bought some for $5 and a nickel, just hedging. Just told them to top my tank off. Listened to the radio one day and they're talking about possibly $6 and things like that. I don't want to buy $5 diesel, but I'd rather buy 5 than 6. But you know, a tractor that burns 100 gallons a day, it's easy to figure that's $500. I hope in the next few months, in June, July, we get some good timely rain, sort of like last year. We got a little bit wet there in June, but if we could just get a good rain about every week, be able to get our sprays on, keep our weeds down and taken care of, get our side dressing on, not getting it real tight, not like last year where there's some places got too wet and couldn't get the fertilizer out on a timely basis. There's probably some potential to make a little money this year, but we've got to make a good crop. Our expenses are going to be far greater than we've ever experienced. And I farmed in 1980 and 81 when inflation was terrible. Interest rates were super high. Fuel was expensive then for that day. And we farmed during that time. That wasn't any fun either. This has a lot of that kind of feel to it. But if we can make a good crop, I think maybe we can pay our debt back from the crop this year and move along. If not, it's going to be bad. Get that good crop, there's no doubt we have got to stay on top of things. There's places that we're going to have to try to manage and cut things if we can, because of the expensive nitrogen and things like that. The timeliness, the management of being there when it's the right time is going to be worth a lot to us this year.